I was gonna avoid making this video because I do not want to feed you the demonic cake that is normie news, but it needs to be said because this does come back to what I say about the cult of suffering and how you need to defect from it, and it's everywhere. Well, you just saw it with Will Smith. Even the elites, even the super rich actors and shit, they're part of the cult of suffering too. Whether or not they're conscious of it, I cannot say, but I can tell you that indeed they are suffering. And Will Smith, I like Will Smith. He's a nice guy, typically. But him and his issues with his wife and blah blah blah. And you notice, this is why, despite how I despise The View and all these boomer television things like CNN and blah blah blah, when the thing first happened, when he first slapped Chris Rock, oh, they were all excited because one, they were entertained. Two, my wife's honor and bullshit. Who gives a fuck about honor? What about rights? What about our rights as people? Are you gonna smack the Zuck? Are you gonna smack Twitter admins? Are you gonna smack Discord mods? No? Then fuck off. You don't give a shit about honor. How can you care about honor if you don't care about the law and the rights of a human being, which stems from everything else? So, number one, they lack priorities. Fuck them, they're animals. But two, it's just, you notice they pulled back a day after, not even 24 hours, and the vultures, they call and they fly over to another corpse, and now they're saying that they start shooting up the heroine. He needs consequences for his actions. Ugh. All strung out on consequences. You know what was consequences? 9/11. That was consequences for your actions, for your fucking imperialism, killing brown children, and getting involved in world affairs. Guess what? Fucking plane rammed into your goddamn buildings, and people died. That was consequences. You know what else was consequences? The internment camps of Japanese people. Fucking degenerate ass hentai and child porn and bullshit. I mean, granted, I think that happened after World War II, but time is relative. The point is, that's what consequences look like. It's not fun, it's not good, it's not nice, it's not justified, it's not something you should be so willy-nilly just spewing out of your mouth as, oh, you deserve consequences. You know what? Because consequences lead to everybody being miserable. Nobody benefits from consequences. But you're the first one to be like, oh, but there's consequences to our actions. So that's what I mean when I say that this is a cult of suffering. I don't blame Will Smith. I don't blame Chris Rock. Chris Rock had every right to make a joke. Will Smith had every right to retaliate because he's an emotional man-child and fucking, his wife is a cunt. So there are multiple reasons to show compassion and understanding for both sides, but at the same time, not for the fucking people that are preaching the cult of suffering. And that's what I want to get across here. That, they are the victims. Both of them. Both of them are the victims here. It is the masses. It is the collective consciousness that is using them as bait just to fucking argue and bullshit about more stuff that we don't fucking care about. It's the same thing with the fucking Ukraine and Russia. It's the same thing with the COVID virus and whether or not people didn't wear a mask or take the fucking experimental vaccine. Why do they have rights? It's the same shit. They want you to be angry over the dumbest motherfucking shit. You want something to be angry about? You fucking go play a video game. You fucking... I like MOBAs. I know it's gonna sound like completely off topic, but I like MOBAs. I like the way they operate. I'm not the best at them, but I like them. Can't play them because guess what? If you're bad, you get reported. Oh, you're feeding. What does that even fucking mean? Like, maybe you should be force-fed like castor oil, like Mussolini used to do to his victims. But, oh, you're feeding. Oh, you're AFK. No, I'm not. You literally just slandered me. But So you can't lose. You can't lose. You have to be the absolute best. Which, if I'm the absolute best, guess what? I get to dictate how the game operates. That's just how it fucking works. You listen to me now. But you can't win either, because if you win, you cheat. You must have been cheating, because there's no way you could have beaten them. So you're either cheating, you're either a bot, or or they're just gonna report somebody else on their team and report. So basically, no one is to play the game ever. Then why are you making fucking money off of it? I think that is a fucking visible signal that Riot Games and Valve and whoever fucking Filipino mafia is running Mobile Legends, all of them, they owe us money, and they should put their social security numbers online, and we have access to all of their money, because they didn't earn a dime of it, because they don't actually want you playing their game. So why the fuck did they produce it, and why the fuck are they making money off it? Doesn't make any sense. That's legally, it doesn't make any sense. So you need to get on that. You need to start giving us the money. That, or you need to go to fucking prison. I would prefer you just go to prison, but whatever. So that's what I mean when I say the cult of suffering. Don't distract yourself with this bullshit about fucking Russia or Will Smith or any of that. Those are not the real antagonists. Russia didn't do anything to you. Will Smith didn't do anything to you. You're still paying taxes. You're still fucking having your kids go to prison, which, it's baby prison, but it still acts like a fucking Guantanamo Bay called school. You fucking... There's a load of things that, just are pressured on you that have nothing to do with that. That nothing. Russia never banned you. Will Smith never banned you. They never forced you to go out there and work and die alone. But the cult of suffering did.